Therefore, as God-chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourself with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Bear with each other and forgive one another. If any of you has a grievance against someone, forgive as the Lord forgave you. And over all these virtues, put on love, which binds them all together in perfect unity. Let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, since as members of one body, you were called to peace, and be thankful.
God and Machiavellianism present two starkly different lenses through which to view morality and governance. The values brought forward by God emphasize a higher moral law rooted in divinity, guiding human actions towards the pursuit of righteousness and spiritual well-being. In contrast, Machiavellianism, as articulated in Niccolò Machiavelli's seminal work, The Prince, adopts a pragmatic and often ruthless approach to power. Here, success is paramount, and moral considerations take a backseat to strategic calculations aimed at securing and sustaining authority. Central to Machiavellian philosophy is the belief that the ends can justify the means. This principle allows for deception and manipulation as legitimate tools in the pursuit of desired outcomes. Many religious traditions challenge this notion, positing that the morality of one's actions cannot be dictated solely by their results. In these spiritual frameworks, the journey to achievement is just as significant as the destination, with an emphasis on ethical conduct guiding every decision along the way. Machiavelli's perspective on leadership emphasizes the manipulation of public perception, suggesting that a ruler must project virtue while potentially engaging in morally dubious behaviors to maintain power. This transactional view starkly contrasts with religious teachings that stress authenticity, urging individuals to align their conduct with their beliefs. Sincerity serves as a cornerstone in the ethical governance dynamically fueled by faith. In this view, the nobility of one's intentions holds substantial weight, as it shapes the moral fabric of society. The cynicism underpinning Machiavelli's assessment of human nature reveals a troubling lens of governance. His suggestion that humans are innately self-interested and easily swayed fosters a landscape rife with manipulation. This anticipates a society where trust is scarce and exploitation is commonplace. Alternatively, the God-fearing frameworks often celebrate the inherent potential for goodness and virtue within humanity, advocating for leadership that inspires rather than deceives. Such contrasting images shape the ethical guidelines leaders employ, guiding them towards either empowerment or control. Ultimately, while Machiavellian tactics may yield immediate benefits, their corrosive impact often outweighs these transient gains. The long-term consequences manifest in the deterioration of trust, relational disintegration, and organizational malaise. In this light, the values defined by God encourage a sustainable approach to leadership where moral integrity drives collective well-being, standing in stark opposition to the fleeting triumphs offered by Machiavellianism. The dissolution of the Florentine city-state serves as a historic parallel, illustrating the perils of prioritizing power over principle. Machiavellianism stands as a complex and often misunderstood personality trait, characterized by its emphasis on manipulativeness and deceit. Individuals displaying elevated Machiavellian traits, often referred to as hymachs, navigate the world through a lens tinted with cynicism and self-interest. Their relationships with others resemble strategic maneuvers in a game of chess, where people are viewed merely as tools to achieve their personal ambitions. This starkly contrasts with empathetic engagement, placing a heavy burden on social connections. At the heart of Machiavellianism lies a profound pursuit of power and status. Hymachs are often relentless in their ambitions. They wield charisma like a sword, effectively charming their way into influential circles. However, this superficial charm often masks a relentless drive for personal gain. Unlike the typical power seeker, whose motives could be altruistic, hymachs weigh their objectives against any emotional attachments, considering them expendable in the quest for dominance. Named after the astute political philosopher Niccolò Machiavelli, this trait serves as a reminder of the darker elements of human behavior that surface in the pursuit of authority. His works, particularly The Prince, laid a philosophical groundwork that resonates to this day. Individuals imbued with Machiavellian traits often gravitate toward careers in politics, law, or high-stakes business environments, where manipulation and cunning come to the forefront. In the 1960s, psychologists Richard Christie and Florence Geis pioneered the study of Machiavellianism, emphasizing its defining attributes. Individuals high in this trait prioritize their aspirations above the welfare of others, showcasing an innate comfort in employing disingenuous practices to fulfill their desires. Despite a veneer of social confidence, high Machs typically harbor an innate distrust toward others, avoiding deeper interpersonal connections to breach their emotional distance. The roots of Machiavellianism are woven from both genetic and environmental factors. Though highly heritable, research indicates a significant overlap with psychopathy, closely aligning the two traits within the Dark Triad of personality. This inner picture of traits raises questions about the nature of morality and self-preservation, inviting deeper exploration into what drives human behavior in the relentless pursuit of power.
Thank you for watching. Please remember to drop a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe.